Hello everyone, Chris Nelson here. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about standard course times, what they're going to look like after August of 2018 and beyond, and how we are going to start calculating them now that we have found a more accurate way of doing it. As we mentioned in an earlier video from this year, we were going to have representatives at trials watching dogs run, and the plan was to get a lot of data from a lot of different runs to formulate new standard course times. It was a good plan in theory. Unfortunately, reality set in fairly quickly, and that reality was that while having reps at trials watching dogs run was a good idea, it was not always possible for it to actually work because they had to run their dogs. They typically had to carry on conversations with exhibitors, and the end result is we just did not get as much data as we wanted, and we did not get enough data to base standard course times off of it and feel accurate about what we were putting out there. So what we have done instead, as it seems to be a more accurate method, is we have taken the yards per second of all dogs running for the last year. So that is from August 1st of 2017 to the current date when these times were calculated, which is about the beginning of June. And we will be using those runs as the basis for standard course times moving ahead. And then each year they will be updated in the same way. Now, a more accurate description is that we take the average yards per second for all dogs, and then we add in 1 yard. So if for the 20-inch regular class, all dogs running had an average yards per second of 3.4, then the new standard course time for that class would be 2.4. I can go into more detail on a forum post if people would like to discuss the method and any possible flaws or anything else, but we will keep it nice and short and sweet for this video. Now, we will be posting everything that I'm about to show you will be posted in the forum, so you can always go and check this out yourself, make sure everything is accurate, and see what you think. So with that said, I would like to keep this video fairly short and sweet. We ended up looking at data from a little over 11,000 runs from the elite level over the past year. And what we came up with for the new yards per second to qualify is listed here. As I mentioned, we will be posting all of this onto the forum, so if anyone would like to check it, feel free. We will keep this up for a month, and then starting in August, these times will start to go into effect on the first full weekend in August. These are fairly accurate. They are pretty much what we assumed needed to happen with times regardless. So it's nice to see that the data kind of backs up what our assumptions were. Some other info you will be able to look at on the forum if you so wish is the DRI numbers, which are also being updated in August to reflect the current dogs running. We are, instead of pulling the top 5% of dogs, we are now pulling the top 10%, and then the lowest DRI of the top 10 then becomes what is needed for a 100. If you do not understand anything that I am saying about DRIs, I would suggest reading up in the rulebook, and that will explain everything I just mentioned. So the DRI numbers, starting in the first full weekend of August, will start to look like this for each class. And again, this will be posted to the forum. And for the people who really like to look at data, we will also be posting this file to the forum, which is all of the runs that were actually pulled for what we got all these numbers from. Now, the only thing missing from this that will be added in later is the standard course times for open, novice, and intro. Now, how those are calculated is fairly simple. It is just 10% more than the higher level. So open will receive 10% more than elite, novice will receive 10% more than open, and intro will receive 10% more than novice. Now, as I mentioned, if you have any questions, please head on over to the forum and we can discuss this further. We'd like to keep this video nice and short. Thank you everybody for watching. We hope you're enjoying trialing and we hope to see you out there.